Are you a witch? It's okay, I am too. Solitary chaos witch me. I'm not part of any coven. Covens are for the weak. Unless you do it for the social aspects, then that's perfectly fine. Right, witchcraft related tarot. So if you're a witch, do you want to know what's coming up? Let's find out. Let's give them a shuffle. I'm going to not lie to you. This deck's a bit of a nightmare to shuffle because it's so thick. So, you know, I don't ever pick the jumpers with this one because the more droppers than jumpers, if I'm honest with you. Right, so let's see what you need to find out. If you want a personalised reading, go to the link on any of my socials. If it's not there, urbanwarlockhealing.com. You can get same day guaranteed recorded tarot from just 10 quid. Right. Okay, so it feels like this collective of witches is releasing some kind of practice or releasing some kind of thought processes because they want more abundance coming in. So we start with the Three of Swords in the reverse. Swords there where we think words be used. Upright position, this is the Heartbreak card. Now, although it's the Heartbreak card, it is swords. So it's often stuff in the past that hasn't worked out that mentally we're still carrying with us. It's in the reverse position, starting to do that release. The reason why we're starting to do that release is Ten of Cups. Cups, water emotions. Ten's completion cards. I call this the Happy Families card. It's couple arm in arm. Kiddies dance under the rainbow. It talks about wish fulfillment on an emotional level. So it feels like you're releasing some idea, some practice, some way of being. Could have something to do with family, because if you're the black sheep like I am, you know what I mean? It's about kind of moving away from that because you're wanting to find that happiness. This is the sticking card so far. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Wands fire action. Court cards can be an energy within ourselves, can be the energy of somebody else around us. Knights don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens, more so than the pages, but they're more about forward motion. So this knight's rushing into action. It's in the reverse position. I feel like that's yourself and you're holding off on actually taking that action. Because you're in knight's energy, not king and queen energy, you don't have the answers. 2-1-2 on the timer, I just saw there. And I feel like that's why you're being reluctant. Okay, let's continue. Right, Page of Swords. Swords are where we think words we use. Page is more youthful energy. Don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens again. Don't have the full motion of the knights. Because you're holding off, you're then going, right, let's rethink this all. Let's go blue sky thinking outside the box. And the universe is like, no, we're not doing this again. You're supposed to be honing your craft and your skills, not looking for a new adventure. Tower card in the reverse. Tower card, fixed card, the awakening card. Let's go through in the upright at least. So we've got the tower there, struck by lightning. It's on fire. There's people jumping out. It's cracking. It's crumbling. This tower, based around your craft, is built on rocky foundations and it needs to come down. Tower cards are always, always, always for our long-term good, whether we like what happens or not. 1 time out of 10, they're positive. 9 times out of 10, they're tough and destructive. Now, the idea of a tower card is the universe goes, right, you're still in this timeline here. We need you either here. There's something you've not done, said, change shifted, so it goes whack, bitch slap, the dunk, get over there. Now, the idea after a tower card is you pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and you press forwards, regardless of what's happened. Most people do that, but on rare occasions, people bury their head in the sand or they nosedive. Now, the problem is if we do that, one of two things is going to happen. If the tower's been played because you have some greater purpose, they just keep coming. If it's that the universe is giving you a helping hand and you waste it, it goes, right, you sit in your darkened room, we're locking the door, we're switching the lights off, find your own way out. Now, when the tower's in the reverse position, it's either self-imposed or at the moment, at least, I'm going to say you kind of see it coming, so you can brace for impact a little bit. Right, which way are you going to go? Overall outcome card. Nine of Swords in the reverse. So it's not going to be the nicest tower card, but at the same time, it's going to get you out of this cycle repeat loop. Nine of Swords in the reverse. You're the person in bed, head in your hands, crying. Generally talks about periods of stress, sleepless nights, and depression. The swords here represent a ladder, changing the mindset. That tower card is going to break that stuck feeling so that you can hopefully then start pushing forwards. Obstacles or blockages. Ace of Swords. So Ace is bringing in new energy, not starting something new. So this is kind of linking into that Page of Swords energy. Because you've got fear about actually taking a risk and pushing forwards with something and you're holding off, this is that, oh, let me rethink the thing. No, you're supposed to be just getting on with it, and that tower card's going to shift it. Final card, removing any blockages, the devil. So this is saying that at the moment you're stuck in devil energy. Now, when we talk about that being witchcraft, it could be bad practice, something as simple as that. It could be that you've been part of some kind of coven who's been working a little bit on the darker side. It could just be in regard to confidence. But this is about breaking that cycle, because you deserve your 10 of cups when it comes to this, but you've got to take that risk. You've got to take that, unknown energy of the Knight of Wands and just go for it. So just don't wait. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that Tower card. Just, don't waste it when it happens, because otherwise it could happen again.